honest with you all, I forgot to do the setup for my new microphone. Because I got a new headset, right? I needed a new one for work. To separate work from my everyday everything. And I forgot to set it up, so I have no idea what I sound like right now. So hopefully not bad. But yeah, so if you hear me weird or anything like that, let me know immediately. But yeah. And also, I tried to unmute like a minute earlier than I did. But I swear to God, there was a weird car or something doing the rounds, and it was like, why are you so goddamn loud? And I was like, I can't do this. I can't unmute and have this be all over. But well. Yeah, hello everyone, it's Monday. Oh, okay, I cracked my neck a little bit. Jesus Christ. It's Monday, it has been really goddamn cold, and so cold in fact that I got sick like on Wednesday or Thursday. I got really sick, and that's why I haven't done any streaming in a while. Which actually makes me very sad, because this is supposed to be my last week before I have to take a break for like 2 weeks because I'm gonna go on a business trip. So I am very sad. I wanted to do more, but you know how it is when you're sick and everything, right? But yeah, it is Monday. It has been quite cold, and that's pretty much it. I am going somewhere much colder though, so I better be prepared for that. I'm gonna be starting up the game again. But yeah, every single sound setting that I had is now different. I don't know how anything sounds. Hold on. Let me just... Maybe this will... There you go. Alright. There. Ah, okay. Well, what did we leave off on? I guess we'll find out. Oh yeah, these headphones are very different from the ones that I had last. They're supposed to be gamer headphones or whatever. And the sound is very rich. That's the only way that I can think of to describe it. Now, alright, we already talked to these guys over here. So let's go... And to the twins, and to this woman. So I saw someone here. Hello! How's it going? Money? Counts as money. What are these doing in the fish? Alright. Who are you? Tell me who you are.
Hi, officer.
A woman in a raincoat stands in the quay. Quay? Considering an overturned boat, a sword in a scabbard hangs from her hip. Oh.
Anything I can help you with?
As always, I am the lawbringer. That depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Why?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
As always, I am the lawbringer.
You've graduated to lawbringer now?
Oh, come on, Kim.
Men with authority have their quirks. Comes with never being second-guessed about anything.
Going well. I'm glad it's going well. Also, let me know if you can hear like anything weird with my microphone, because I can see that the levels aren't quite great. Like, I'm going into the yellow right now, and also when I'm quiet, I can see that it still has noise. So, like I said, I didn't set this up because I forgot. You seem a little quiet compared to the game. Oh, that's interesting, actually. Let me see here. How's maybe this? Maybe that helps? I don't remember how to do this. This, maybe? If not, I can always just lower the volumes, like manually or something. But yeah, I could very much use any kind of like feedback on that front. I'll lower the volume of the game just a little, just in case. But okay.
So what brings you here, Lawbringer?
Thought gained, bringing of the law. Lawjaw, okay. I have questions. The first is, what's your name?
The name is Lilienne. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Oh,
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts.
I'm looking for someone. Maybe you can help? What do you do around here? Nice sword. Does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks mostly.
Hold on. Do you know how to use it?
Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot.
It is imposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Why do you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
You know what? Yeah. Can I borrow that sword? Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective? So where are all the men now? Can I borrow it?
No, I'm afraid not.
Aw.
Tempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check. It would put me in an early grave.
Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective?
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
Oh.
That does not go for real men. It does not go for you. Show
No.
her. Show her the wonder.
The wonder.
Coach means the expression.
Behold! Point to the expression on your face. I am a proper man, believe me. True, most people I've met are scared. Oh, I want to show her the expression, but I also don't. What if I do it anyway? Behold! Do you like it?
Sure. It looks as if you could face down any horror in the world with that same unchanging grin. It's like a shield.
Yeah.
The traces of her laughter are still there, in her eyes, fading fast.
So we're all the men now.
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
What? Why? If they're thick-headed.
Guess I enjoyed the way he bled.
Alright.
If it is, then why the melancholy?
Where's your husband now?
Gone.
Gone where? Gone. Coward. I would never leave anyone. He disappears? Sounds like a missing person's case. Gone where?
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago.
Oh.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later.
Oh man.
Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
Yeah, death is nothing. I shit on death. You should have thrown yourself in the waves after him. What the fuck, man? Time really isn't the best cure for sorrow, isn't it? It's healthy to let go and move on. Gotta keep the wheels spinning. Well, it's healthy.
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
Oh.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk.
Nuh-uh.
Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
Fuck you, electrochemistry. She needs to go on a date with another drunk badly. -1, Kim's presence makes it awkward. -6, don't know a good spot yet. Explore the coast. My god, this is so stupid. What do you do around here? I am not going to romance this woman. She has lost her husband, and I have Kim to worry about.
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
What else?
I sell the fish to people in the Delta to serve at their fancy restaurants. Authentic insular Indian cuisine.
Is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her.
My god. Interesting, what have you found? I never thought the sea brought in anything particularly interesting. Walking on the beach sounds quite romantic. Alright, I think I get it. Let me ask you something else. Interesting, what have you found?
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once.
Oh, did it now?
Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing.
Uh-oh.
It would be weird to say them all.
Okay.
Choose wisely.
I need to know about those human bodies. A mine? The RCM could use a mine. Where is it? Drugs? I need more info on this major narc. Point to yourself. This place looks bad. Why don't you leave? Okay, enough about this place. I need to know about those human bodies.
Well, you're barking under the wrong tree then, officer. I have no interest in floaters. Seen enough of them in my life already. Very unattractive bunch.
Fuck. So, I take it that's your skiff?
Sure is. The Sun, I call her. Coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
Sunny days? Put your hand in the rain.
Aye. Sunny days. You got a problem with that?
No, ma'am. We have no quarrel with sunny days.
Good. It would have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day.
Well...
Bad news for the skiff, bad news for the nets, bad news for the kids.
There's a moment's silence. She looks at the rain streaming down the yellow belly of the boat.
When do you think the boat will be ready?
In time, when the sea turns and the winds settle, she will be ready.
My prediction, it will be at least 2 days.
Oh man. I'm looking for someone. Maybe you can help?
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for missing cryptozoologists.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
People who look for imaginary animals. People who look for animals who are hard to find. People who look for animals mainstream scientists deny exist.
Aha! Like snowmen.
Snowmen? I haven't heard about those.
2 odd guys have been wandering around here. Nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
Wait, the like?
Right. Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men burning rhinos. You get the picture.
I don't get the picture, but I do get the picture at the same time.
Oh, you're getting it. And it is gorgeous.
Where did they go?
Don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
A working class husband.
Yeah, I'm not really looking for that anymore. Not much into the middle class ones either. Could do with some landed gentry, but apparently they don't make those anymore.
The husband isn't for me. I'm looking for him for his wife.
Wish I could help you with that, but I haven't seen your working class husband. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
Damn it. He's dead, isn't he?
She seems genuinely sorry for not being able to help you.
That's it. I'm not looking for anyone else right now.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Be seeing you. You can't assist me. The boat is floating freely in the water, on board. Yeah, the game is so loud, isn't it? There. I made it a little quieter, just because I can hear it in my ears. Whoa, where are you? Money! The planks creak beneath your weight. Ladder that leads to a school of fish swimming in the kelp. It's raining. Did I already pick this? I forget. Oh. Franco-Nigerian cavalry boots. It gives me perception. This is composure. Oh my god, Kim. Kim, I'm beautiful. Kim, look at me. Alright, what's this way now? I think this is the way that we're supposed to go now, ain't it? Because, like, the sandcastle was here. What about this way? Oh. Little black swallow circles above you. You hear it chirp. I don't think we can go this way. Can we? Definitely not. Okay, oh. The water runs from the west. The source is upstream. A broken pipe? Hold on, there's something here. Yeah, this. Rust-eaten letters read Masut. M-A-Z-U-T. The rear tire of a motor carriage adorns these reeds. Hello? Money? What's this way? Oh wow, this is a lot. This is huge. No boat in the boathouse today. This section of the coast hasn't been used in decades. Magnesium? Oversized superstar sunglasses! Oh no. Oh no. The boathouse is shoddily constructed. A strong breeze might blow it over. I am taking all the money I can get. What is this place? Ancient paint is peeling off the roof of this shaded bench, covered in rust. The sign says, Entrée interdite? All ticket taker booth, no longer in operation. People paid money to park here? No one would pay now. What is this?
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Visual calculus, heroic 15. Why these many bullet holes? +1 bullet holes on the plaza, +1 bullet holes in the backyard, and +1 know about the revolution.
A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall.
Oh god.
There are many of them. A dozen at least. Their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet. No sound. No movement.
My god.
10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. Automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side.
Let me just... Is it better without the compressor and everything else? I don't know. Alright. Let me know how the audio is.
Droplets of rain fall on the wooden planks, the surrounding sand dunes. The clouds block out any rays of light.
My god.
A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains.
What is this?
The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle.
My
Looks
god.
like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed.
Jesus. Look at the people against the wall. Look at the line of soldiers. Look at the person standing on the line, on the side. Look at the people against the wall.
A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations,
Oh
as
my
demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. Ordinary people, familiar, each and every one of them.
Who were they?
Comrades, the forsaken, the wretched, who tried to rise against the horrors of the world.
Look at the line of soldiers.
7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one?
Look at the person standing on the side.
The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
Kim, who was in this execution?
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall.
Man.
It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces. It could even have been the employees of the Feld R&D center down the coast, as their building was taken over by the revolutionaries.
Man.
Or maybe...
You mentioned coalition forces. Could it have been them against the wall?
Yeah. It's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
Well, goodbye.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
Man, that was depressing. So give me money. How much money do I have right now? Where can I see my money? I have like 3 skill points. I can't see my money. Oh well, there it is. I'm so fucking stupid. 12 bucks. And I'm gonna get even more. Oh yeah. All the money. Found people. What? I don't know what this place is, but it's creeping me out, so I'm going to save my game. I don't want to get taken by surprise. The door is not only barred shut, it's inaccessible. Well, shit, never fucking mind then. Alright. Let's see. So this place is inaccessible now. Oh, how did I miss this? Give me your money. Thank you. Oi, sir, are you a cryptozoologist? Get in position, Harry.
Here we go.
Oh.
Nice and easy. No way out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
My god, I was joking, but he is.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officers.
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
It's in all caps.
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it.
Okay, I thought it was in all caps because I was yelling. You must be Morell, the cryptozoologist?
To what do I owe the pleasure?
That's sarcasm. He takes no pleasure from your appearance.
You don't seem to have to see the RCM.
Oh, no. It's all right. I'm just busy. What's this about?
Lena sent me. She's been really worried about you and is waiting for you to get back.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken. And we can't go all the way around the 881.
Yeah, that was me. I broke the water lock with my motor carriage, but it's fixed now. You can go back. The water lock's been fixed. It was fine when I crossed it. Withhold the whole story.
Oh, good. We should really be getting back. Gary could use a hot shower and a warm bed.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary! We can go soon!
His voice.
If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Okay.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the Phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going.
My god.
For all his passion, this man is diligent and patient. You could learn things from him.
Tell me about this Phasmid you're looking for.
Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it.
What makes it so difficult to find? How big is this Phasmid? Why are you so interested in this stick bug? And aren't there more sensational animals out there? What makes it so difficult?
Good question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds. Awful lot of reeds around, aren't there?
Mm-hmm.
And I suspect it may have also developed other specialised techniques to protect itself from predators or scientists in our present case.
What sorts of specialized techniques is the Phasmid using to hide itself?
It's my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defences that allow it to interfere with animal perception,
Oh.
impeding pattern recognition, confusing the visual cortex. But I cannot describe how these defences work, much less how they evolved, without studying a live specimen.
Yes, it makes perfect sense. You're beginning to suspect there's something paranatural about this Phasmid.
How big is it?
I'm expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea zoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm.
Oh my.
So,
Seems puny, to be honest.
Why are you so interested in this stick bug? Aren't there more sensational animals out there?
typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for. Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian Phasmid would be the apex of my, of any, cryptozoologist's career. But to study it and its defences, find out how it stayed hidden so long.
Well, what have you discovered about it so far?
Very little, I'm sorry to say.
Oh.
No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts.
So, no one's ever found one?
Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real?
I know it's real.
It's clear that his obsession with the Phasmid is driven by something more than the pure pursuit of scientific advancement.
Did you see one and now you're trying to find it again?
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian Phasmid is more than mere superstition.
Well, Lena said that there have been a sighting of it here in Martinez.
Yes, the most recent sighting was by a couple of teenagers along the coast here. That's what brought us to Martinez specifically.
Why do I have a feeling that's Kuno and Kunoez?
It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore.
Maybe the Insulindian Phasmid has died out?
I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
Oh god, he failed. Parthenogenesis?
Yes, the females don't need males to reproduce.
Ah.
Makes it easier for a species to survive in
That's-
adverse conditions.
That's pretty clever. Females reproducing without males, a travesty, a crime against passion and common sense. This arouses no special feelings in me. That's pretty clever.
Yes, the Insulindian Phasmid is a very clever insect. That's why it's so damn difficult to catch. But as a scientist, I'll try my best to remain dispassionate.
Well, tell me more about these traps.
Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick.
Lena designed the traps?
Yes,
How do the traps work?
simple. Attracted by the locusts, the Phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can't get back out. At least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton.
What are you using as bait then?
Locusts.
Oh.
Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course. But we've hypothesized that the Insulindian Phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects.
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm.
My god.
A meat-eating stick insect? Does it pretend to be the reeds as part of its ambush behavior? This seems unlikely.
A carnivorous stick insect seems unlikely.
Thank you for your opinion. We have also included plant material in the traps to satiate your skepticism.
What will you do if these traps don't work?
They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given this some thought.
The traps do seem to be deftly and thoughtfully constructed. It's clear the cryptozoologist's wife knows what she's doing.
Let me ask you about something else.
Yes. What?
You didn't miss much, actually. We saw the place where a bunch of people were fusilated, and we found the cryptozoologist. You know, Lena's husband? Yeah, and also if you can tell me if my audio settings and everything sounds fine. Because, again, I didn't set up my microphone. So I'm gonna get rid of the compressor and the limiter just right now. And we'll see how that works, okay? Lena seems pretty eager for you to return.
And I'm eager to return to her, I assure you. But I can't leave before we finish with these traps. My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
Oh.
Come on, Morell. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down.
Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
Reed crabs in your nuts?
Won't let Lena down? Sounds like the cryptozoologist's wife shares a special connection to the Phasmid somehow.
I have a feeling she saw it. I didn't know the Phasmid was so important to Lena. Come on, you're doing this for yourself, not her. No, it's for her.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it.
I told you.
A verified sighting, on record. One of only 4 this century, and it's hers.
Really? She's sighted the Phasmid. She didn't tell me that.
Yes, that's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell, not mine.
Oh, he's embarrassed.
Needless to say, you must ask her about the mysterious Phasmid.
Oh, I do.
Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian Phasmid together. I can't abandon course now.
Oh, he's sick. Maybe you could go back to the whirling, warm up, come back to check the traps later? You should just give up on this bug hunt. Okay, I understand that. I don't give up on things either. Go back, warm up, check later.
No. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if the Phasmid were to starve while we were sipping tea at the hostel?
My god.
He's dead set on this. I could go for some trap setting.
What if we check the traps for you?
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
Cryptozoology and detective work are very similar. Chaos is my method. I am its scion. I'm all in with this crypto shit. I'm hooked.
Caught the bug, I see. It's easier to get caught up in the search than you'd imagine.
Where are these traps? What do I do if there's a Phasmid in one of these traps? What if I encountered the Phasmid in the wild? Where are these traps?
There are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula, by the boathouses there. It's very near.
Okay.
Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there, on your way to the old radio tower, after the church. The third is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. A big thicket of reeds going up the slope.
Yeah?
And among them, you should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it.
Okay.
This one's more of a technicality, but still, better safe and stupid than sorry.
What if I do if there's a Phasmid in one of the traps?
Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight.
He's not comfortable with the possibility that you'll claim the find, but he's lying about this even to himself.
What if I encounter the Phasmid in the wild?
That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture I developed.
Oh my god.
It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Will last you about a week.
Lay it on me. Lay it on me. Thick. He douses you with the odd-smelling spray, a double helping as you present your other armpit, and then gives you a satisfied nod.
I hope you're not buying this. He dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop.
Oh my god.
Not that I expect you to understand self-financing one's own research.
Alright, where are they again? Okay, so they're to the northeast after the church, then one to the south by the boat houses back here. The third one is by the canal, and this one. Okay.
Right, which means you two can pack up and go back to the whirling.
Whatever he thinks about this detour, it's clear that these men are exhausted and in need of assistance.
Finally, someone's talking sense.
Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more questions, now's the time to ask. We'll be gone once you get to it.
If it's more cryptid-related business you want to discuss, you'll have time for that later too. But what if the information is vital? On the hunt.
How did you become a cryptozoologist?
I've just always liked animals and puzzles. Searching for cryptids is a bit of both.
So you're living your childhood dream out here. Why not just be a zoologist? Real animals are posting too. You're living your childhood dream out here.
It's not child's play. Just because I have to trade through the mud every so often.
Why not just be a zoologist? Real animals are posting too.
Real? I know you think one is a respectable profession, while the other is superstition. Everyone does.
I don't. It's a profession, just like any other. Honestly, being a cryptozoologist trumps most of the garbage I've seen people do. It's a profession.
Indeed. My methods do not differ from other scientists. I simply draw upon a wider variety of evidence. And I have more hope that something truly surprising might happen.
We'll see.
Your nerve endings tell you there is no such thing as a positive surprise.
Life surprises are mostly miserable. And has anything truly surprising ever happened to you?
No, as I said, I have yet to catch a cryptid. Although I have come close. Close enough to keep trying.
That happens a lot. The subtitles just don't go with the actual game. It's very weird. What kinds of evidence do you use?
Everything from forgotten regional lore to newspaper accounts, like the one that brought us here, to look for the Phasmid. I keep a very open mind.
He's interested in things that people believe that scientists don't.
You think other scientists don't listen to ordinary people enough?
Most establishment scientists only care about reputation and remuneration, not real research, and certainly not the truth. They're a cowardly lot, and both the field and basement archives can be dangerous places.
So you have never discovered a cryptid?
No. Very few cryptids are ever discovered, and not for a lack of trying. To stay hidden is a cryptid's primary quality. It's even in the name, cryptid.
So how many cryptids have been found?
Of the list of cryptids kept by the Cryptozoological Society of Chemney, which is 4,082 items long, about 2,000 have been confirmed as hoaxes.
Oh god.
2 are categorized as confirmed discoveries. The rest are in differing stages of discovery, refutation, and data collection.
Only 2 have been proven real?
Yes, the Chateau Quan forest pygmy, who turned out to be an extinct species of primate, and a cave salamander from Yugograd, who is, honestly, quite unremarkable. It's in a zoo somewhere. We cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves. More so even than the public. With cryptids, most cryptids are hoaxes or they are never found. That does not mean we should stop searching.
2 out of 4,000 is not even 1%. Not approving it. Then the instantly Phasmid will be the third.
Indeed. If our expedition is successful, every paper in the world will report on it. From Revachol to Dushantu. It will be a zoological miracle.
Yes.
He has clearly done his math on this. There is no surprising him or swaying his opinion.
Well, thanks for explaining that. Now, about something else.
Yes?
Let's talk about specific cryptids.
Alright. What cryptids precisely? I usually discuss these things with specialists, so I don't know what.
We would have to discuss. He wants to say, but decides against it. Since you've offered to help,
Heh.
you need to ask him about specific cryptids. Cryptids you've heard about from Lena or his friend Gary. He won't just talk.
Which cryptid did you almost catch? You said before that you almost caught one.
A willow person. It's a long story. One non-specialist would find rather dull.
Willow people? Not at all.
What are willow people?
They're not people, really. Some argue they aren't really animals, as they seem to have evolved directly from trees.
Oh.
They're very, very thin, almost flat in fact, and can camouflage themselves easily, wrapping themselves around trees and blending in with the tree bark. In that way, they're not too dissimilar from the Phasmid we're looking for here.
Wait, so I may have seen these willow people without knowing it? How did you almost catch a willow person?
Gary and I painted an entire grove's worth of trees in slow-drying paint. It was a bright lavender colour. I was hoping one of the willow people would get paint on it and not be able to camouflage itself.
And that worked?
After waiting in hiding for hours, I saw a figure slip from one of the trees, a lavender shadow, dashing through the grove.
And then?
I chased it with a net. Not very elegant. You can't be elegant in the field. And, well, it was faster than me.
Aw.
A lavender shadow.
I know you think we were snacking on funny mushrooms. It's easier to mock someone and to admit that the world might be more interesting than you've imagined.
That's a good quote.
Furthermore, I'm not saying it was a confirmed sighting. I'm painfully aware of what goes into verifying such things. There is a serious possibility that I saw a squirrel or a trick of the light. I am my own harshest critic.
Oh.
He makes it a real point here to sound falsifiable.
And then a sighting of the Phasmid. Is that...
Confirmed. It's 100% verified and meets all the standards of an authentic cryptid sighting.
Well, just tell me about a cool cryptid. Any cryptid.
No offense, officer, but I'm not much of a pedagogue. I don't know what I would have done if Lena hadn't persuaded me to go back to field research. You should ask her if you want interesting stories. Me? I'm not a people person, unless you haven't noticed. And I don't make a good lecturer. My strength lies in field work and persistence.
Enough tales then. Let's change the subject.
By all means.
You good, man? I'll get going. Ah! These soggy logs smell of ignition fluid. Still, they won't light up. Tiny cages carefully constructed. Ooh, money? Yes. Hello, Gary.
Hello, I'm Gary. Very generous of you to help us out, officer. Yellow man. I mean, officer.
Okay, I don't like you anymore.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook. Yellow man. Interesting. This is something to ask him about, after a little probing first.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morell to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization.
Not a lover of the great outdoors?
I like nature, Just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
Degenerates? This man respects authority too much. To see the truth inscribed upon thine own visage. Pretend thou art a paragon of virtue.
I am neither of those things, I can assure you. I am a by-the-books, clean as a whistle officer of the law. I am not even tempted to touch intoxicants. Drunks and degenerates, as my crew. Sadly, I think I might be a drunk, or a degenerate, maybe even both. Nobody's perfect. I'm sure you've been tempted to drink.
Oh, I've been tempted. But someone has to stay strong for Revacol.
Revachol?
He pronounces Revacol with a hard K, unlike other people.
You said Revachol? Do you know anything about the hag bandit, the whirling in rags? You said Revachol?
I like to pronounce it the hard way. The old way. The Vespertine way.
I don't like you.
He winks at you, trying to relay some hidden message, inviting you to mispronounce it too, perhaps. It's odd. It's a secret rite. A very fringe nationalist handshake, probably.
Is this your mug?
My mug? Why would you think that?
You said yellow man. That's not something many people go around saying. It seemed as if you were calling to it longingly when you cried yellow man. That's not something people say like that.
Really? I hear it all the time. All in jest, of course. No offense meant to anyone.
Still seems suspicious. Did I mention the mug was found at the scene of a lynching?
Okay, I admit it. I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel. I know I shouldn't have, and I am very sorry, officer.
What?
You're not going to find me, are you?
I am for 20 real. I am for 100 real. I am for 250 real, the maximum. 20.
Okay, I deserve that. And I won't do it again. You have my word.
I should have charged you 100 for calling him that.
I don't know what got into me. Stuffing my garbage in another man's property, I've been having trouble at work lately. The Koikos are price dumping us out of competition.
What the fuck?
What did you do, Gary?
Nothing. Just answering some questions. Helping out the law.
How did you get into the trash container? Gary, did you put the clothes of the murder victim, the man who was hanged behind the whirling in rags, into that trash container?
Officer, please. Let me explain. It's not like that.
Do!
I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know?
Yes, what happened?
Then I came out to clean up the rags, because no one else would. I put them into the whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly.
He changes his mind mid-sentence.
Okay. I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw the mug there and the clothes too.
Right. It was just civic duty.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Civic duty.
Was it really?
As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks, like the clinking of glass beads against one another as they roll across a hardwood floor. You've heard this sound before, but where?
What's this strange sound?
What sound?
That clinking I just heard when you moved.
Really? There's lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. Insects, trash. Could be the wind shifting some garbage nearby.
Series of clicks like the clinking of glass beads against one another roll across a hardwood floor. Well, how did you get into the trash container?
I know a guy who works with the trash collection services. CS Municipal. He gave me a master key for the trash containers of Martinez.
Why would you need to get into everyone's trash?
So I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff.
Oh my
Garbage
God.
disposal is expensive as hell. The damn Chimeans run it like a mob.
My god, I hate you.
I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have disgraced myself.
Yeah, you're a fucking disgrace.
Disgraced? No need for the histrionic, sir. It was, after all, just a trash container.
He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't answer.
You wouldn't know anything about the big thing's missing armor, would you?
Armor? No. I mean, yes. Of course. I know he was wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it.
An infant could see he's not telling the truth, but he's too scared to admit more wrongdoing.
Let's move on for now.
I hope I could help your investigation, in my small way.
Anyway, did you know anything about the hang... Oh, wait. Why is it shifting like that? Analyze Gary's composure. Just one clinking sound. Let's keep talking to him. Let's see if we can raise his modifier.
I told you everything I know, sir. I'm truly sorry for the mug, but I have nothing to do with that.
Oh, yeah?
Uncomfortable shifting around doesn't make him the killer, though. It's something else.
You were surprised to see my colleague, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sail. I meant no offense, truly.
Do you have a problem with Zeolites? The lieutenant is a native of Revachol.
Oh, yes. Of course he is. I was just speaking about his connections. Let's change the subject, okay?
Fuck you, Gary. Are you a cryptozoologist?
No. I help Morell with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own.
We should try composure. Although, hold on. Composure. I can invest one skill point. Let's see.
That shirt looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as if something is ready to rip out from underneath.
Legendary was a 14 versus my total 15. I rolled a 6 plus 5, which was 11, but the modifier of 1? What? I don't understand how this rolls, but I did it, so I don't care. His massive musculature, something worn underneath it. He's wearing the armor.
Yes, like a piece of ceramic armor, for example.
Oh.
One that makes a clicking sound when the plates meet each other, resembling pearls or marbles, stolen from the corpse in the yard near where he lives.
I see you're a connoisseur of high-quality combat gear.
I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I'm sorry I didn't tell you at once. I was ashamed of what I did,
You shut up!
and I didn't want you to know.
My god!
We're not detecting falsehood, sire. He's gearing up to admit the truth. This shame is surprisingly sincere.
Gary, what's going on?
Later, Morell. I've got apologizing to do.
No, you've got explaining to do.
Give me that armor now. Why did you really put those clothes in the trash? Why did you really put those clothes in the trash?
Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it. And they'd scattered his clothes all over the yard. Everything was smelling. So I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up.
Oh yeah?
All those rags on the ground, him swinging up there, and I had a lapse of honor, sir. I thought, he's a foreigner. They all say he wasn't from here. Only the cuirass was left. So I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning. No one saw me. I took it with me. It was a mistake. Had I known it'd give you guys trouble, I wouldn't have... Fuck.
We're detecting sincere contrition here, sire. He's not trying to flatter anyone.
It's okay. It was a loose end, and you are tying it up now.
I'm so fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man.
Okay, good.
Sealite officers commanded the suzerain's navy. Most of them sided with the king when...
Look, I don't give a shit about history. You just don't say that shit.
They were thoroughly conservative men, he realizes suddenly. It's difficult to say what the lieutenant thinks of this historic apology. His face does not belie emotions.
Well, give me that armor now.
He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass that matches the dead man's boots comes into view. Soon it is in your hands, smelling of his sweat, but so light to hold, like a bag of cotton.
Why did you lie to me, Gary?
Because I was weak. I should have told you the moment I saw you. But
The hell, Gary? You in trouble?
I'll explain later.
Do you know who killed the hangman?
I always thought it was the Union. Some Union hardasses. Lynched him because of the strike. But almost everyone in town knows that. I wish I could tell you more.
This is all he knows.
Are we done here, Gary?
Yes, absolutely. I will never do anything like this again.
Thank you for your cooperation. My god, what is wrong with people who drive like that? Let's see, what's this? These heavy military blockades are riddled with bullet holes crumbling. Okay, so there's a trap back here. Somewhere. There it is.
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morell set before. Same mesh, same wiring.
Look around.
Behind you, the ruins of a residential building rise over the reeds, shielding them from the wind. The reeds rustle confidently.
Reach for the trap.
Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them.
Aw.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go.
Damn, I was hoping it would be in the first one. No need to grin, I'm not expecting to find anything. I'm helping some citizens and getting some fresh air. It'll be in the next one. Surely.
Surely. Anyway, the air is nice and fresh here.
Alright. We gotta check the other one. Are they gone now? Oh wow, they're gone.
This is the trap Morell just set. Checking it over, he said, is just a technicality. But
Look around.
the reeds by the abandoned campsite hiss and shake. It's good the cryptozoologists left. This isn't a very cozy place to stay night after. The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire that's gone out. You feel strange, somehow.
Reach for the trap.
This trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside.
Aw.
Another empty trap.
Let's keep going. The next one is a lucky one. How are you enjoying the cardio, Lieutenant? I'm quite enjoying it myself. I want to make it clear that I don't actually believe that Phasmid exists, okay? Let's keep going. The next one is a lucky one.
Yep. The next one has a crab trapped in it. These are just crab traps, you do realize.
Kim, come on. Have a little faith. We have to go back and check the other one. We can't go into the church just yet. We have to find the other one. Come on, Kim. We have to hurry. Come on. This one for sure. Oh, hey, what's this? Oh, that's her boat. The underside of the boat has recently been tarred. There it is. Phasmid, hello?
This trap's not too hard to spot, once you know what to look for. Keeping it hidden has not been a priority for the cryptozoologist.
Look around.
The reeds bend forlornly toward the sand. You see slabs of concrete north. In the east, the city center hums to you. The constant, distant song, louder on this part of the coast, nearer somehow. And there's that cold again. Always the cold.
Reach for the trap.
Nothing but locusts in this trap as well.
Oh.
Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we're done.
Bummer it wasn't in here. You getting tired? You getting tired?
No, I'm fine. I didn't mean to complain, it's just...
I had decades old concrete defenses. Children play on them now. I'm sorry I've been making you run, Kim. I just really want to find the thing. In fact, what if I just skip out on literally everything and go try and see the last one? Like, I'm really invested. I want to see if I can find it. Let's do this, Kim. We're going to find it. Relax, it's not yours. You didn't crash every MC in Revachol, hopefully. Oh, we found the church. Kick drum pulse. The music is coming from somewhere on the ice. You feel the shadow of a very large building fall on you. I don't care. Where is the trap? Where's the trap? Come on! Money. Gotta go. Good luck cryptic hunting. I'm going to find it. Barrel has been recently discarded. It smells of fuel oil. Trap? Hello? There it is! Kim!
It takes you a moment, but finally you spot the last of Morell's traps. This one's partially obscured by the reeds.
Look around.
The reeds sway in the coastal breeze. They seem to be waiting for something. The wind picks up here, near the cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions. It's cold for this time of year.
Reach for the trap.
The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up.
Oh?
Something is different here.
Look closer.
No locust. No Phasmid either. But still.
It's empty.
Your voice echoes on the coast, carried by a gust of cold wind.
Look closer still.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there. I just see an empty trap.
The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others. Like someone or something picked up the trap and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground.
Oh, I do get the feeling that someone or something may have messed with the trap. But what if it was the Phasmid? What if it ate them and got out? Yeah, it probably wasn't the Phasmid, but still. Morell needs to know. You're right, but I still need to tell the Cryptozoologist about this. What if it was the Phasmid?
Right. Anyway, that's for the Cryptozoologist to figure out now. We're not Cryptozoologists. We're cops.
Aww. I wanted to find it. Oh, this place keeps going on. Cigarette butts burned away under a rock. Brand Timon Turi. Take a mental note, Timon Turi is important somehow. Someone made a campfire here a long time ago. Rusted broken box for the radio relay tower. Hello, money? Scented scarf. Tiny inlets here, off in the far distance, where the post trail of the word. What is this? This ladder is too rusty to climb. The sea air has eaten away at it. So sad. Alright, let's go talk to the people and whatever. Like, for real, I wanted to find it. I wanted to find the thing. I wanted to show him. Maybe we should go inside of this place, but then again, I saw people over here. I guess this is how we go up? Oh, yes it is. Is this the church? What is this? Also, I have coffee now.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
Kim. Another power box. It changes nothing now. It charges nothing now. It's empty. Fence looks the path. No way out from here. Thank you for the money. Hey, sir. What are you doing?
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with.
Huh.
You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Trant Heidelstam. You must be Kim Kisuragi, right?
Oh?
I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
Hypertext.
Nice to meet you.
Hold on. Hypertext?
Yes, hypertext. Young carp and the collection of cultural hyperlinks.
Wait, what was that about the windows before?
Oh yes, so Mikhail. They had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. So they didn't have windows on the south wall.
You and Kim know each other?
No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers.
He rests his hand on the boy's shoulder. The child sits hidden behind the hem of his father's coat, clutching his Wurmith-themed coloring book.
Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into Worms lately.
Worms.
The man speaks in the artificial cadence of a professor, or someone who's been on too many radio shows.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in '08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
This man is your half-brother. You feel it. But why?
What's so fascinating about an empty old building?
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building.
Okay.
What not a lot of people know is this used to be the R&D department of Feld Electrical. And Feld,
Wait.
which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom.
Feld Electrical.
Hold on. What's R&D?
Look at the building looming over you.
It looks old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its stone and metal carcass. Bushy undergrowth has taken hold of the collapsed rooftop. Some kind of bird has set up a nest on a broken windowsill.
You go, bird. Wait, what's an R&D department?
Apologies, it's an acronym for research and development. They don't use it anymore.
Oh.
You're probably more familiar with RTD, Research and Technological Development.
Mea culpa. You are not familiar with that one either. This man is a bookhead.
I wish the okay. Disco Elysium mod where everything is the same except encyclopedia sounds like Vice from near Gestalt / Replicant. I don't think I've ever heard of this Feld Electrical.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains. They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era.
Ah.
Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve, or should I say they were developing an ace up their sleeve. I'm mixing my metaphors here.
What was the ace?
It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for a tape computer.
A tape computer?
An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution. Revolutionizing business machines, possibly even bring them to the average consumer.
So, laptops.
Which is a feat of engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN and ZAM, haven't achieved yet.
What happened?
Indeed. What?
The revolution!
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes.
No.
Possibly from this very building, or one of the adjacent ruins. All of this was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D.
You saying that Feld Electrical built this broadwalk? What happened to the engineers, the company people? What did the revolutionaries do with those advanced tape computers? How did those tape computers work? Did they work like radio computers? So you're saying that Feld Electrical built this broadwalk?
Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but that got destroyed in the war.
Oh.
A pleasure wheel?
Perhaps reminded of a childhood memory. It's clear he would prefer there were a big wheel lighting up the coast.
Oh.
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was nothing but reeds before Feld arrived. They had to make the prospect of living here attractive. It was supposed to become a global center for innovation in cybernetics. But history had other plans.
So what happened to the engineers, the company people?
Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here. Now, if you were to ask about tape computers...
He means that the boys got shot by the communists.
Oh.
The boys were bourgeois.
Turn to Mikhail. He means they all got shot in the head because they were bourgeois. Now, did you know what the bourgeoisie is? Tape computers, right. Oh god, I want to say it. No, Kim wouldn't like it.
Tape computers.
What did the revolutionaries do with those advanced tape computers?
They used them for military communications, but also to write and send out press releases. The most notorious example being Le Décret de Mars.
What was that?
What's the Mars Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments by the newly created commune of Revachol on the 7th of March in the year 02. It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to Revachol on her political concept album, Bon Baiser dans ce Lind. You should read it. Every local library in Revachol stocks a copy of the decree. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Tried to. Someone was much too interested in worms to be paying any attention.
I mean...
The kid takes a peek at the green and silver worm on the cover of the book, already forgetting about this part of the discussion.
How did those tape computers work? Did they work like radio computers?
Actually, no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like. But word has it, they were very elegant, exquisite, alien-looking turn-of-the-century hardware. 10 years ago, I did a little freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Womty Dumpty Dum Center in Vredefort, Oranje. It raised the same questions, and we had lengthy discussions with Paul Ockerman, who was head curator at the time. This was before the twins Keith and Guy Juice joined the team, trying to...
Wait, did he just say Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center?
He sure did, man.
He did it. He said Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center, like it's the most natural thing in the world. What the hell is a Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center? And who the hell are Keith and Guy Juiced?
Okay, the Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center? Paul Ackerman, Keith and Guy Juice? What are you talking about?
The Womty Dumpty Dum Center for Contemporary Art.
What?
The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. That's why the head curator, Paul Ockerman, chose to...
You're making this up. Kim is making this up.
In fact, I'm not. The Womty Dumpty Dum Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort and are ever in the market for an exhibition space / contemporary art research center. But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the tape using a special chemical solution. The machine would then analyze the handwriting, perform operations, and project output onto a white screen. It was a beautiful, delicate thing.
Made of black film and folding tape structures.
Not cool. I've seen cooler things than that. The RCM should get some of those. No, it is cool.
Very, very cool. Though I understand the socio-economic causes of the revolution, It pains me to imagine the revolutionaries setting fire to this precious device.
Oh.
But so they did. The Feld playback experiment vanished into the fires of '07.
Wait, the Feld playback experiment?
Yes, the official name of the prototype. Some sources report it as the Feld playback experience, but those are incorrect.
Why did the revolutionaries destroy it?
Who knows? Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands. Either way, they're all gone now. All 3 versions of the prototype. Nothing but debris and ashes remain inside that building.
No. Wanted to ask something else.
But of course, what else?
You look like someone who has money. Do you have any money?
I do have some money, yes, but that's not what's really important here.
No, I mean, come on. You need the money. If it's not a thing, he can give you some.
Could I have some of that unimportant money then? I don't want your money. I just wanted to see whether my polyphing skills were working.
Of course, Detective. I wouldn't have assumed anything else. Matter of fact, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but the Vespertine Department of Justice has published a rather interesting paper on the criminal profiling in former socialist states. Have you read it? If not, then you definitely should. If not for tips and tricks, then just for theoretical curiosity.
Oh my god.
Anyway, that's just a little something that sprang to mind. You were saying?
Great, thank you for all the interesting information.
No, thanks to you for having me and little Mikael here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation indeed.
Pick your brain.
What?
If anything, this was rather one-sided. He did the talking. Whatever.
This man is so fucking weird. Ah, I'll save. Bars cover these long, dusty windows. You can get inside there. I know you can. Oh, hello. The church is somewhere here, isn't it? Well, bus hum. The electricity flows through the wires with audible power. Someone must have worked hard to smash the plastic dome. What about you? Dead phone. Smash receiver like someone hung up too hard.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change.
Pick up the handset.
You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable.
Put 10 cents in and dial a random number. 005-24-03-155.
Calling. Still calling.
Yeah.
This feels wrong. Should you be doing this? End of tone. Someone picks up.
Oh god.
Pierre? Is that you, Pierre?
It might be? What's Pierre like?
So nice of you to find the time to call me. It gets so lonely. Even the animals have died.
That's not good.
Are you sure you're Pierre? Your voice, it's different.
What?
There. Chrysanthemum.
Her voice is drowned in white noise.
What?
Sounds like waves washing a beach, growing in volume until the call suddenly disconnects. You get a sinking feeling. It makes you look if Lieutenant Kitsuragi overheard you. To your relief, he did not.
What? Dial a random number. 005117912.
Calling. Still calling. Someone with a masculine voice picks up.
Let's see.
Hello, Gerard speaking.
Hello, Gerard. Technically speaking, you're electricity. No, what you are is a surprise. Get his wife on the phone.
Hey Gerard, get your wife on for me, would you? Is electricity there? I need to speak with electricity, please. Gerard, what a douche name. Change it. Change your name.
What are you, like 5? Thanks for calling, asshole.
Phone hanging up. Disconnect tone.
Oh, I could do this all day, but I can't. Oh, I should have called him like electricity. this the church? Dusty pews in the shadows. Many seem to be missing. An altar shrouded in dark, or something like that. It's too dark to tell. Sign reads Saint Bern, 1147. Okay, definitely way too loud. Wait.
Yes?
Nothing. Alright, hold on. The music can be very goddamn loud sometimes. There. Alright. Also, I've heard, or more like I've seen, a check that happens in here, and I don't want to fuck it up, so I'm going to save and go inside.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you.
Oh.
The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Rattle the doors to see if they open. Inspect the carpentry.
The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. 2 large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold.
Run your hand over a beam, Jesus.
The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch.
Take a closer look at the padlock.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
Look at the sticker.
You see a yellow circle with 2 X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead. There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've seen before.
What makes it so modern?
It's the contrast between the cheery, chemical yellow and the rigor mortis. As if the cheery guy didn't know he was dead, or the dead guy didn't care that he was.
Okay.
Either way, you get the sense the forces of future are at work here.
Have you seen this symbol before?
He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
No.
What does it look like to you?
Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency.
Okay, what is junior delinquency? What is suggestive of junior delinquency here?
I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
I agree, it's very modern. But does the cheery guy not know he's dead? Or does the dead guy not care that he is? Why is the source of the what is the source of the irony here?
That level of conceptual thinking is not part of my skill set.
Fine. Try to peel off the sticker without ripping it.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
Put the sticker in your ledger after the last entry where it belongs. Put your sticker on your ledger, right on the cover. On the cover.
Voila. Looks very modern. You're part of the future brigade now, and so is your formerly humdrum ledger. Neon, baby.
Inspect the staple.
The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail.
Oh.
The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least. Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off.
To the lieutenant. This is where Mr. Prybar comes in handy.
Maybe we should circle the building first and look for another way. The building has seen enough mistreatment.
There is a touch of guilt in his voice.
Oh, should we start with that kick drum coming from the ice? I heard a sound before.
Yes, the pulsing bass. A sure sign of junior delinquency. Somewhere east of here.
There's something on the sea ice there.
Leave. In the ice? Where? Over here? Well, I guess we're going the other way then. What's this? Full of holes. Could the post hide a treasure? Look inside. Hold on. I need this money. For you a drawbridge. It can only be lowered for the other side. Oh, there is music. Alcohol. Money. Money. Elysium. Money. Money. Frequency can't be that low. What is going on over there? What is this? Must have taken a lot of patience to do this. Hello. Who are you?
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Hello.
Oh. Hello there.
It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing. Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You
Hey.
bet this one likes to party.
Dear child, it's freezing. Where's your hat?
Huh?
Maybe she didn't hear you. A little louder.
I said you should have a hat on.
So should you.
I don't have to do anything. I am the law. You have to do what the law says. I should, and I do.
Oh. I didn't notice that.
It's nice. You should wear one too if you plan on staying outside in this weather.
Yeah, well. Look, man, fuck the hat.
Regain authority in her eyes. Very low.
Lots of feeling. Feel it up. Way up.
Oh my god, fuck the hat? Is that what you just said to me? I can't believe you told me to fuck the hat.
You're saying it really loud, but it's not coming out right. Maybe add more indignation.
So I should just take this hat I'm wearing and fuck it, right? Engage in sexual intercourse with a hat right here in front of you because you told me to. On the sea ice.
More.
Right here on the sea ice.
More.
Give you a little ice cup at fuck show.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
The lieutenant is watching the scene unfold before his eyes, unsure how to react.
Is that how you see me?
The girl looks down, slowly curling into a ball. That's it. You've earned it. Start crying. Life's hard.
Start crying.
The young woman has kept her eyes trained on her wires, waiting for the sorry spectacle to end. But it's gone awful quiet up there. Then, the sound of sobbing. Looking up, she sees a grown man on the wrong side of 40, his face bloated from alcohol, and God knows what else. Not so quietly, crying.
I should never have done this. Oh my god.
This isn't really about the hat, is it?
No, it is. It so is. Wipe away the tears. Anyway, I can't believe you would use obscenities like that in front of a police officer. And you should wear a hat too.
I swear to God, I will always wear a hat from now on.
Would it be alright if I ask you some questions now?
You know, you're not the only one with issues. I self-medicate. Shit. Life's a horror, you know?
Oh my god.
Crying helps, though. Get it out your system. And then maybe we can talk. Okay? I'll be here.
Oh. Hi, Kim.
Do you want to talk about what just happened?
That's probably a good idea.
Normally, I'm opposed to discussing one's feelings, especially on duty. But I think this is an exceptional case.
Uh-huh.
So, what do you think happened?
'Tis possible thou couldst persuade the lieutenant 'twas all a part of thy unorthodox method. But can thou persuade thyself?
A cryogasm. I experienced a minor malfunction. I'm okay now. Convince yourself that you didn't melt down just now. No, I don't want to lie to Kim. I experienced a minor malfunction. I'm okay now.
Glad to hear it was minor. Can you go on?
Yes, it is my duty after all. Absolutely. Superstars always get back up and try again. The end is near anyway. I might as well see this through. I can, and I'm sorry, Kim. I promise this is the last time.
Then, let's go.
Oh, he checked in on me. What the fuck?
So, like, seriously, what's eating you, man?
There is a hint of pity in her eyes. Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing, and she wears thick black eyeliner. Most men wouldn't call her pretty. There is a manliness to her, a coarseness.
Yeah, can we talk for a minute? What's that device you have there?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
And the wires?
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
What's a contact microphone?
A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
Nice. You could maybe bug someone with it. Wiretapping.
How does that thing work? Where do you get the mic from? How does that thing work?
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble.
Where did you get the mic from?
Same place I got the recorder from, the Palaceum.
What's a Palaceum?
Oh man, you haven't been to the Palaceum? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole. It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
Thinking about it really cheers her up. It's a long way from here, though.
Sounds interesting. Who is this Arno guy? Sounds like a place for congregating homosexuals. Excuse me? Who's Arno?
Oh yeah, guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Palaceum going kind of person.
I get down.
I don't know what that means.
I grind.
I don't know what that means either.
It's some hip beyond my ears. Nor do I, but I have concrete evidence that I rock, in the form of a wrecked tape player and a completely trashed hostel room.
That's cool.
You're right, time has deserted me.
Sucks, man. Was there something else? About the contact mic, perhaps?
Actually, I had some non-mic questions for you.
Okay.
What's your name?
Acele.
And your surname?
Why?
From the police, it's for the paperwork.
Okay, it's Berger.
A very common name.
What are you doing out here in the cold?
Recording, I guess.
And what is it that you're recording exactly?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
Wait, what happened to the headphones?
My boyfriend sold them.
What for?
I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
Oh.
A lie. They were probably pawned off for something suspicious.
And what are these recordings for? The cracks, the footsteps?
The musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
I getcha. Just no.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway. I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
Oh.
She looks at the recording device. The thing she thought would fill her hours with joy and escape.
Oh.
It's turning out to be an empty fantasy. She feels childish. Very useless all of a sudden.
No, no, no.
Take this, your call.
Oh.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
Oh. Give her your hat. Here, you need this more than I do.
Thanks.
Well, we lost the Samaran conical hat, but she needed it. You said it's supposed to be a music place? What is?
That? The boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum or something. Stupid. It's really not gonna be a Palaceum, that's for sure.
The boys?
Yeah. Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
Oh?
And why is that?
Why are you freezing out here while the boys are inside?
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room.
Stuff like what?
Music stuff mostly. Like this tape recorder, but bigger. And there's piles of it.
You mean like those headphones your boyfriend sold? Why not just leave some of it outside so you don't have to freeze? You mean like those headphones?
Yep, they were pretty. I'm sorry we sold those.
why not just leave some of it outside so you don't have to freeze?
That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter. I can take the cold.
I had some other questions.
Go ahead.
The tape recorder lies on the ISIS card toy. Pick it up. Pick it up!
The device is still warm from her touch and heavy as a brick from the batteries inside. The company logo, Omicron, adorns its yellow plastic cover. Inside, the tape is rolling. The girl looks at the device in your hands.
I'm sorry you have to sit here on the ice, feeling miserable. At your age or at any age in this weather, waiting for it to get dark.
She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup.
The people who built this world intended to be okay. The people who built this world intended it to be better for you, but they failed. It is easier to live in their failure with this by your side.
The wind howls. She remains silent. It's real. Tell her.
It is not a childish fantasy. It can be a real weapon against what's coming for you now.
What is?
The dark. Nothing if you got this. Don't be scared.
Okay, I'll stick to it. So thanks, I guess, for the psych session. Maybe I can return it. What's been eating you, officer?
Tell me more about this music place you've been planning in the church.
It's supposed to become like a club for anodic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Palaceum. Except that, yeah.
What is anodic dance music?
You know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments.
Electronic instruments like what?
Synthesizers and tape consoles. Microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that.
You see clear, beautiful, violent flashes of light. Light cutting through a smoke-filled darkness. That is what the future will look like, if it ever comes.
So you want to turn the church into a club?
I know. It's not my idea. Andre and the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it. Hey, don't get me wrong, but you're cops, right?
No, we are the law. Yes, what do you ask?
Okay, well, maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys.
Oh?
Because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right?
We'll talk to them. We'll see. I prefer to remain non-committal. I'll talk to them.
They're inside that thing there. Would be cool if you did. Was there something else?
Did you put the padlock on the church door?
No.
No?
Not really, no.
She's trying to get out of a direct lie with semantic tricks. She personally didn't put the padlock on the door.
Show her the sticker. So this isn't yours.
It's Noid's.
Wait, is this Noid a friend of yours?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Why did this Noid person put a padlock on the church door?
To keep more weirdos from getting in. Fucking Martinez. I'm sorry. It's got the worst weirdos. If you get around to it, ask Andre about him, he'll tell ya.
Okay, enough about the church then. I had another question.
Go ahead.
Actually, that's it for now.
Okay, bye.
That's a lot of music. Painted with pastels, someone trying to bring cheer into the world. More tribalistic markings. I suppose it's covered in little humanoids. A pole screwed into the ice keeps the tent erect. Trash from someone ending party. Huh?
A pane of eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
What is this?
It looks like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient.
Push it over.
The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
Dunk. Kim, we made a bridge. Oh. This is someone's home away from home, just like yours. Alright. I'm gonna leave this place for later. Yeah, I am going to leave that little section for later. But for now, I'm going to end it and mourn the fact that we didn't find any cryptids. That actually makes me kind of sad. I wanted to find a cryptid, but oh well, I guess that happens. But anyway, yes, thank you all for coming today. Tomorrow we're going to go into the tent, talk to the boys, and probably either explore the rest of this place or maybe get into the church. I'm not really sure what's gonna happen here, but yeah. So yeah, thank you all for coming. See you tomorrow, and wish me luck so that I get better because I'm still sick. Alrighty then. Then this new fucking microphone. See y'all later. Bye bye.